got a bar right on that corner, yeah, not too far from there, called Interlude Bar.
Huh?
You shut the door. But me?
Not me, fam.
I left it open.
No, fam.
Nah, you might have to
I
chat.
go outside, I can't wait.
Chat to Big Mac.
So do the thing this and be like,
Oh my God, it's me.
Good morning.
bro. I hear that.
Back again.
What?
Back again in the stew.
Bark.
What's that? Bark.
Bark.
Crease. Yeah?
Yeah.
Episode 29. 20 Barty Crease. Stop it. But yeah, we're back again in the stew. Episode 29. Here with the man them.
2-9.
Yeah, 2-9. Nearly there at the 30. About to get jabbed.
What?
Yeah, I got my job tomorrow, fam. I can't.
Oh,
Good for
yeah,
you,
yeah,
innit?
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
I'm
Jabbed
still-
myself.
I'm still jobless, fam.
Listen.
I can't lie.
So I had mine.
Had yours,
so, yeah.
Good for
I'm
you,
alright
lads,
now.
innit?
A mash
You know
up,
what I mean,
innit?
yeah, it's. I mean,
Yeah,
we talked about. I had the vid. Yeah,
Yeah.
had vid.
The vid.
back in December. So
Yeah.
boy, you know what I mean. Each to their own. Though,
Yours
you know,
was confirmed, didn't it?
Yeah, one was
Yeah.
confirmed. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that was. But yeah, man. You know, each to their own. We're not here to
Yeah.
to push that agenda. But the first thing I wanted to start with today actually is something I came across on Instagram. Actually, I saw the post for it a little while ago. But do you think that men settle where they find peace, not beauty?
100%. And
100.
if you're
that cat.
looking for just the beauty aspect of things, then you're a donut, because beauty fades. Do you know what I mean?
know
and it's
what?
one of those ones. It's just like,
I think, do you know what? I think we need to clarify this.
Yeah,
for
because
women.
you know what? Call
Do
me
you
a
know
crisp,
what? Yeah.
call me a Krispy cream donut. Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I've been a donut before. Yeah, I've gone for a look. Before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes she does come with a bit of personality, but it's more so that I know the type of person I am. If I link a girl, she's usually got some form of personality and maybe the looks with it, because I want the best of both.
again, don't get me wrong. Like, like looks will always be there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, your girl can be great. That's fine, but don't put looks as a priority. If she's pretty, great. You're winning as well.
I just want to keep it real, yeah?
Yeah.
And I don't want us to mix up. Because some women will listen to this.
Some what?
Some
Men?
women.
Some
women
women, okay,
will
yeah.
listen to this and be like, no, that's not true. That's not true.
Yeah,
no,
but like
no,
they're the ones
no,
that straight don't
no,
even
no.
want to listen to what you
we're
got to say.
saying.
fam.
What we're saying
Yeah.
is, men. Keyword here: settle. Yeah,
Settle.
Okay, men,
Not
settle.
Not sit down. Yeah. Settle. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? Because
Okay, yeah.
men do go for looks
Yeah.
because that's what they like.
Because
But when we're talking about wifey and chilling
Yeah,
off,
yeah.
settling, like
Yeah.
that's mine, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exclusive. You can't. You might be nice, but you can't do what she does.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we mean.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about what you said the other day
Yeah.
about. Do you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Yeah. And I was thinking, you know what?
Yeah.
She didn't actually read what you posted.
No.
She just reacted.
Yeah,
Because she might have felt away.
Yeah,
Because
This is-
sometimes
read 3 words and she's like, no.
Yeah.
No. But this is the problem. That's it's the problem, because at the same time, let's put it into perspective. Men are visual. There have been scientific
Yeah, visual.
studies to say that us men, we are more visually inclined. If we see something we like it. Don't get me wrong.
Men are more
Don't
likely
get me
to
wrong.
buy TVs than women.
60-inch. You know, you get that 4K Ultra HD. It's different, you know.
OLED thing. OLED.
It's different, isn't it? Different. But what I'm trying to say here is that men are usually visually inclined. That doesn't mean that there aren't men out there, like amongst ourselves, that have emotional intelligence, and we understand that we want more than just something that looks good. We don't want an apple that looks good but it's rotten inside. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, we do want that. But then people jump at particular words. It's like, you haven't read that we said settled.
Yeah.
If you want to settle, if a man wants to settle, he wants to. That's like, I could have another 10 out of 10
very
worldie
subtle.
come and chat to me,
It's
and
very
I'm not
subtle.
interested. You might look good,
Yeah.
but you're not that.
Think about it. Settle is the equivalent of if you're carrying hella bags and you put it on the floor.
And you chill.
Yeah, you're chill. You're nice. You're on the
Yeah.
beach.
Understand.
You're just, You know what I mean? That's settle.
Pina
And when
colada.
you're like that with your woman, just don't.
You get me? We're not talking about going Morley's to grab 4 wings, you know, because they look tasty and they look juicy and good. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about man them hollering at you because you're pretty. We're talking about man them wanting to wife you and settle and bring you home to mum. You understand? Bring you home to mum. If you ain't met Mumsy before,
Yeah.
it's not settled.
It's not only what you can do for me, but what can you do for my family, for my kids?
What can you do what can you do for the life we're trying to build? This is the foundation. This is the empire. We're trying to build it right now. But you want to be doing up foolishness, doing up
food. I'm sorry. That's not
Yeah.
That's not
go on OnlyFans,
Yeah.
fam.
Listen.
They built that there for you. If that's all you can offer, go there.
All you can offer is ton on food. I might as well move country because everyone in England ain't like people abroad. You understand? People abroad are very friendly.
Yeah.
They love us.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm talking about?
Over here, everyone's just miserable, fam.
Miserable for no
Miserable,
reason.
Yeah.
You understand? But then when they see the man them like overseas and enjoying themselves,
I remember I was at work one time and one guy walked past, one guy come through, yeah, and I said, good morning. He's like, kiss his teeth, you know. Suited and booted, fam. I just said, this is the problem.
I remember one time I
This
went
is the
Canada,
issue.
yeah. I remember one time I went Canada.
Yeah.
And I started getting on edge because everybody was trying to talk to me.
Yeah.
So, what, have I got something on my face? Or, do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
somebody, do you know something I don't know? It's like, oh, hey. Well, how did they do that? Hey.
Like Flanders, isn't it?
Yeah.
It feels like I'm wearing nothing at all.
How you doing?
Nothing at all.
You from England? I can't even do the accent. My accent is
I know what you
poor.
mean, but they're friendly though. They're mad
from
friendly.
England?
Mad friendly.
Yeah,
my
and they want to
gosh.
know more about you and
Listen, bro.
yeah,
from
it's
the
mad.
simplest things, yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think man them settle where they find peace, not where they find beauty.
Oh, because when you find a thing that don't stress you, like each to their own. Do you know what I mean? Because people like different types of things, but that is the beauty of love, and that's the beauty of finding the woman for you because you want to make sure you're doing.
Disclaimer,
something
yeah. Quick disclaimer. Being someone's piece doesn't mean you have to be butters, by the way. You could be
Yeah.
peng and still be someone's piece.
Yeah.
And you could also be peng and be a nasty piece of work.
I think that's
Yeah.
what I was trying to get across.
Yeah,
earlier
You know what I'm
as
saying?
well. Yeah.
Because beauty comes in all different
Yeah.
forms. But you're right though. You can be a painting, you can be a worldie, a 10 out of 10, and you could be someone's piece, but you could also be
Someone's nightmare, fam.
someone's nightmare.
And they don't know how to deal with you. Like,
Yeah,
Maybe
and some
we
people
should
cling
do-
on to the nightmare because it looks good.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do a 101 on what peace looks like.
Oh yeah, like a quick fire of what
Let me
peace
ask you,
looks
man.
like. Yeah, go on.
What does peace look like to you, lot? Because we can't just be saying to the girl that man
You
them
want
settle
peace
where
and
they're peace, but we can't tell them what peace is. Do you understand?
So
You
Just to
ever
let them
felt
know what we
that
think peace
feeling?
is.
Oh, it's so. Do you know what? Maybe it's because we're men and it's hard to describe sometimes feelings. Yeah, but you ever been around a woman and you just feel like, you know when you're stressed and you know when you're not, and you know when you're not having to put an extra effort in, and it's just the effort that you do put in is warranted because you want to do it.
yeah.
It's not that she's. You don't feel like you don't feel overwhelmed.
Yeah,
You don't feel
yeah.
like you're walking on eggshells.
Yeah.
That to me
Yeah,
is peace. It's like not having to worry about what she maybe thinks or she's going to do to you that is bad. Like you're just literally in unison.
What was it someone put in the group chat the other day? The yin and yang thing.
Yeah.
And it's just twirling and it's just
You're
peaceful.
just in
For me,
sync.
that's
Yeah.
collaboration. You see, peace.
Yeah.
Before you was in a relationship, what was the most peaceful and most chaotic place to be? It was home.
Home. Yeah, home.
Why? Because you had that maternal love.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
And before somebody, I'm not here to be a mother. I'm not saying you're here to be a mother. What we're trying to say is that there's something about somebody who portrays a maternal type of love that automatically softens a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you come with a hot, sort of rigid sort of love, yeah, or some sort of rigid personality, boom, automatically we're just gonna be like, move from me, bro.
Well, I'll just even add on to that. I feel like I'll cut you there.
No, it's cool, bro. It's alright.
But even when you said what's peace, I just imagine like man just sitting in a chair, my kids running around, my wife just there, just enjoying.
Enjoying.
Yeah.
Free.
Literally.
I'm
barbecues
free.
going.
I'm just-
No
You know what I
argument,
mean?
no unnecessary.
No,
You know what I
argument,
mean?
no, just
I'm doing
unnecessary
bantering,
Do you know what I mean?
drama
way.
and that.
If I ask you to iron my shirt, there's not a fight.
Yeah.
Why can't you do it yourself? Just please, like, Like I'm jumping in the shower. Like it will help me. It will help me if you iron my shirt.
Yeah.
When
And the
I'm in the
same
shower,
way it comes back.
if
Same
you're
way,
going in the
same way.
shower,
I'll iron your blouse.
do you know what I mean? If you're going in the shower,
Yeah.
I can iron your jeans and your blouse. Like it's not a problem for me.
Yeah.
But if I ask you to do it, I can't. Pieces.
Sorry.
Let me talk about pieces. Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't always have to take out the bin.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like, you can see that the bin needs taken out.
Yeah.
And you've used your initiative and said,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm taking out the bin.
Yeah.
It's small
Yeah,
things, you know?
it's the small
It's the
things.
small
It's the
things.
little things, and that's why it's
I'm telling
subjective, and that's why it has to be a thing. But I say it's subjective, but there are things that generalize as a man, bring you peace. Like between us all, there's a couple things that we know will bring us some sort of form of peace.
Accountability.
Oh my goodness. Accountability.
Someone give me a mic.
Just someone give him a mic. Do you know what? Sometimes, ladies and men as well. But when you're wrong, just admit you're wrong. And do you know what?
Accept it.
I can't lie to you. In my field of work, I deal with people every single day that can't accept that they were either accountable or wrong or responsibility. And it's actually a really horrible thing I've realized in people is that people cannot take responsibility because they feel like their back's up against the wall after that. They get their defense mechanism starts coming out.
Yeah,
But please, do you know what? A bit of peace would just be, I was wrong. Sorry for that.
And then we move
And we
on.
move on. We move
Hey,
on.
men are simple creatures, you know?
We are simple. It's like, just
We're
say
simple
it. Just say
creatures,
it.
bruv.
That's it. Like we don't even have to do this whole thing. Like, you was wrong. Like, no, that's fine.
You get me?
You was wrong. We move on. It's
Do you know what
forgotten
it is?
about.
It's sometimes even down to a little suggestion.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's
Yeah.
like, okay, for example, there's many women out there that come from good homes and know how to do life basic skills. So they know how to cook properly.
Yeah.
They know how to clean properly. They know how to do whatever. There's some that are self-taught, which I respect. Do you understand? But it's like you say you can cook, but your standard of cooking might not be to what you're trying to please the standard of cooking. So if he's asking you to just add, you know what, babe?
Bit all purpose.
You know what? No, they've got all purpose and that because they've taught themselves. But
They believe
you know
in
what?
a little bit
Little
of-
scallion will boost this flavour, you know, because
Yeah.
I know how to cook myself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you've missed a little scallion or maybe a little Scotch bonnet. Please, like, it will make it taste nicer. I'm not saying it tastes bad.
Yeah.
But if you said you want to cook for me, and this is what's gonna please me.
Yeah.
Just a little scallion.
Yeah.
Little Scotch
Because you'd
bonnet.
expect it the other way
Do you know
around
what I
as
mean?
well if you were cooking.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you see, the piece that comes out of that is, oh yeah, that's cool. I'll try that. Like something gentle. Like I'll try that. You know,
Yeah.
what? If that's what you like, babe, I'll try that. It's not a problem for me because this is how I learn. You know, I'm self-taught. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
You see,
even if you tried it and said, Rod, I tried it, but I don't think it had this.
But then you're talking.
Cool.
It's communication.
Communication.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying?
It didn't work out.
But then, you see,
Yeah,
9 times out of 10, you're met with that. What? You should be grateful. You should be grateful that I even cooked
you
for
don't like my food.
You don't like my food. I'm not saying, miss, please. I'm not saying I don't like your food. I'm trying to tell you that you said you're cooking for me.
Yeah.
And you want me to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that it's not bad tasting, but I'm used to a certain taste.
Yeah.
So I'm just asking next time, are you able to add 1-2 ingredients
that I like.
You might even like it.
It's funny, it's
Yeah.
very funny
You've
'cause
tasted
you're
my
right.
nan's cooking. I know you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Please, we don't have to fight
Yeah,
over stupidness, bro.
And you know what?
That's what it is, you know?
what? If a woman gets close enough to taste your mum's cooking, once she tastes your mum's cooking,
They know
me
levels.
personally, you gotta know levels now.
Yeah, you know
you
that.
got,
Yeah,
you
100,
gotta know
100.
Do you know
levels.
what? That's one thing I love about my wife, you know?
Yeah.
She's actually trying to take lessons from my nan. and my
Yeah.
mum in cooking
Yeah.
certain foods.
Yeah.
See
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
That
the
type of thing,
appreciation,
that openness there.
Yeah.
I had to have a little talk at the beginning
Yeah.
because, sometimes things do get misconstrued and there's a little misunderstanding, but you have to let them know, look, it doesn't taste, but you can cook.
Yeah.
It's good. I like it. You can
Yeah.
cook. But
I like it this way.
I like it this way.
Yeah.
And
And it perfects the craft.
do you see what I'm saying?
Perfects
The
the
same
craft.
way, where if I don't know, your missus like something like a I don't know, a backward boy. Backward boy, you're trying to make certain love. You're trying to make love to her.
Yeah.
She's like, babe, like just a little easy there, like I just like it. Or if you just rub right, I like it. You know? You can't turn around and say, nah, I'm not doing that. You're asking. You have to love your wife.
But the problem is with that,
Love your
is that
woman.
there's also a way to say it. But the way you said it is
what I'm
fine.
saying.
Because some people will turn around and just be like, no, why are you doing it like that?
And let me tell you the secret.
literally barking. fam.
Shall I tell you the
Barking at
secret
you.
behind that?
Yeah, well-
They don't listen.
They don't listen, and there's no
listen.
communication.
Or they listen
Talk
just
to each
respond.
other.
They don't listen to
Please.
understand.
I guarantee you, certain people listen to this podcast, and all they'll hear is me saying they don't listen.
Yeah.
But they're not listening to any podcast beforehand.
That's
They'll
it,
just
fam.
capture that bit that you said
don't
you don't listen.
What do you mean we don't listen? Wait. Shut up. Shut up, all of
it,
you.
you. Yeah?
Shut up.
The lot of ya.
Do you know what I mean? Just
But,
take
alright,
it in
do
for a
you-
second.
How much sass in a woman do you like?
Um,
Do you like it? Do you like a little bit of it? Is it kind of like?
I do like a little bit. I do like a little bit.
Have sass in it, but don't be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Don't be rude.
What's disrespectful to you? That's not sass.
You can have a bit of sass, or like say we're joking about, like, oh, what? That's what you like. Oh, but you're not even. We're bantering, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I'm trying to say something to you, which is for the both of our good,
Yeah.
and you turn around and tell me X, Y, Z in a certain manner, you man know me.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
I feel like when I come across, it's like if I'm talking to you in a banter way, you know that I'm coming to you in a banter way. If I'm talking to you in a serious thing, like you can see it from the way I set up, you know what I mean, my hand position, everything. You can see that I'm serious about this. So that if you want to come hit me with sass, it's like, why have you?
But that's when you have to kind of put the bass in your voice and be like,
This
you know
is it.
what?
And now I got a problem because I put it a bit. So I turned the bass up and
Now it's a bit awkward. Now it's a bit
It's
awkward.
not a problem because when you put the bass in the voice, it's like you didn't need to go like that. It didn't need to go like that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, and you know when you do the hands.
Yeah.
All I'm saying,
Yeah.
is ABC. How did you get to X, Y, Z? I'm talking about ABC.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then after X, Y, Z, she's gone to 1, 2, 3, 25.
Yeah,
Do you understand?
yeah.
How do you get? How
yeah.
did that happen?
Yeah.
Do you think it's someone that understands the difference between you being serious and then it's just banter now? Like,
No.
do you know what I mean?
I honestly believe, it's down to key skills from primary school.
Yeah.
And it's listening.
Because what I'm trying to say, because I agree with you, yeah.
No, but
but
if
what
that-
I'm trying to say is
yeah.
that there's times where you know what, someone's giving you a bit of sass, and maybe you're just like you're now trying to be serious with them, but yet they're still trying to be sassy with you, and now you're not really taking it.
I find
like
that with my nephew because sometimes like I mess about with him all the time.
Of course you do, Uncle Sean.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, you know, we'll play
Yeah, of
fight
course.
and everything like that. But then when it's time to be serious, sometimes he doesn't realise that it's time to be
But do you think that's
serious.
because he's a child, or because more the aspect I'm speaking of is like in a relationship, or you've met someone, you're dating, and whatever it might be, and then sometimes you find that you know what, like. They
Well,
don't
this is what I'm saying. So I'm thinking like in comparison with that, he doesn't see the switch where it's like now it's time to be serious. And I feel like in some girls sometimes they might not see the switch that okay now or this is a serious
Do
situation.
you know what that is?
and
though,
you need to understand.
That's just a learning curve, bro. Because sometimes they might not know that about you, but if you actually explain it to them, communication's actually the key, you know, bro. If you actually explain it and they respect you enough to
I think
listen,
it's a bit more than communication as well, though, because I feel like you can communicate. No, but you can communicate. Well, I suppose
It's
even the
communication,
answer to my
communication,
question was
it's
going to
not
be
just-
further communication, because sometimes you could tell me something, I can understand it, but then still get the wrong end of the stick.
communication
You get what I
is
mean?
not just speaking, though. It's about comprehension. It's about understanding.
Yeah.
That's the part of communication that people
Yeah.
always leave out. It's not the fact that you've said it. It's about how you deliver it, and it's about how you deliver it for someone to actually be able to comprehend what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because you might understand it, and I find this a lot as well with myself. I might understand what I'm saying, but maybe because of my tone of voice, or I'm quite passionate about my point sometimes,
Yeah.
it may
Same.
come across as something else that it's not.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I now have to learn within myself that, you know what, my babes doesn't take well to how I'm explaining it. I need to explain it some way different.
you're
But that's
right,
all a
you're
part
right.
of communication, so that she can understand it, so that now the next time it happens, you don't have that problem. And if you do, then you have an issue.
And you know what? The
Do you get
problem
what
with
I'm
this
saying?
generation is that everyone wants to find the finished product. They want to find the person.
You see what I'm saying?
The
No
person
no one's
that
finished, fam.
but they want to find the person that when you know someone says something to them. So if I say something to someone, if they don't receive it properly, you're not the right person. Then it's like,
It's mad. You see, when we was young, Remember, like back in the day, you had like your Nokia phones and that, and you used to have like them Looney Tune production, the display pics and whatnot.
Yeah.
There was one picture going around because Black Love things were going around them times. There was a picture of a man chiseling at a woman and a woman chiseling at a man.
Yeah.
And we've kind of gone through that generation, you know. We've gone through like Lauryn Hill, you know, like the R&B, to sort of like
the back end of, or even the back end of that 90s R&B, that real, you know, where there's elements of it in.
We knew about Love Tune, we knew about these kind of Jaheim and all of them man there. You see what I'm saying? So where we are now, it's very confusing.
Well, again, as like for us especially, like we're right in the middle of the generation that was before and the generation that is now.
Our generation,
and do you know what I mean? Our generation was literally just that small bit, like the transition. And we've seen that from our parents and older love. That's what we all want. But this new generation don't know how to get there. They're not prepared to put down or lay down the tools and start to build that, to get to that.
The perfect way to describe that, I remember, who was it? Was it my nan? Was it online or was it somebody I was talking to? I must have seen it online. It was someone that was older. They was like the younger generation. No, I think it was my nan. She was like, if something breaks or you're trying to build, like, you don't just throw it away and buy something new. You fix it. And when you fix it, it becomes more valuable. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
Because you
fixed it. So you don't want it to break again. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like this generation, us lot, we just don't have patience. Like, because remember, everything's quick now. You order food. Back in the day, there was no Uber Eats, there was no delivery. You had to stand in line to get your food.
Is it lack of patience? Because I feel like a lack of patience, you know that patience will get you that, but you just don't have that patience. Whereas if you actually just don't know, then I think
people don't understand the importance of patience or what patience can actually bring. Because sometimes when you're patient enough, it can bring things that you never expected to actually happen. And don't get me wrong, you know, you have an inkling prior to that patience of like, well, is that going to go down that route? Is that going to work? Whatever.
I think there's a disconnect in understanding with our generation. When I say disconnect, like we've got certain tags or terms which raise alarm bells. Do you get what I'm saying? So a lot of people will talk about red flag this, red flag that. Sometimes a lot of things that people might mark as a red flag is just a flaw in somebody's personality. It's not actually a red flag. But what they've learned is that as soon as you see a red flag, cut. You see what I'm saying? When there's actually real red flags out there, and there's some that are just, if you get to know this person better, you understand that that's just a flaw to their personality. So now it's down to whether you can deal with it or not.
If you was to compare red flags amongst each other, you'd just be like,
do you see what I'm saying? A major red flag. A major red flag is lying. Do you get what I'm saying? That's a red flag.
Be a murderer as well.
You're just lying about anything. Why are you lying? Why you got verbal diarrhea? Why do you have to talk if you know you're going to lie? What's wrong with you? Do you see what I'm saying? No, some people actually have a condition.
But
do you get what I'm saying?
But then at the same time, as well, you got to think about someone's upbringing. Do you know what I mean? You've probably grown up in that environment, and sometimes it might just take someone to actually just devote that kind of care to someone. Obviously, you have to love the person enough to devote that care.
Do you know what?
And then
because you're right. Because some people have grown up in an environment where to survive or to get by, whether it was in their family home, they had to lie at times, and so they carry that through with the people that they love.
But the reality
they lie to people they love.
The reality is relationships are based on trust, fam.
They are.
If somebody's first interaction with you
subjective as well.
is lying, I think that's a red flag that deems you to be able to just distance yourself from that. Sorry, but if your red flag is that someone's always late, like bro, do you know what I mean? Like, bro, come on, man.
Things happen. Like,
things happen, man. And do you know what? It doesn't make them a bad person. It just means that they're always late.
Late
do you know what I mean? They're just a late person.
Aye. Back again.
So I got a question for you, man.
You telling me?
If you had to be honest with yourself, No, be honest with yourself. If you lot fell in, God forbid, by the way, but if you lot fell into depression, what do you think would be like your go-to vice? Like, what? Like, for example, do you think you fall into gambling, constantly having sex, on the alcohol or weed? What, like
Even like overeating, maybe.
overeating? Like, what do you think? What do you think would be the case?
I think for me, I think mine would be alcohol. You know.
Yeah, I think
Mine would be
alcohol, maybe
alcohol,
alcohol. Gone like the phase of smoking weed, like it's just, but it's a subjective thing, innit? Because we're thinking about our own characters and how we're like. I think mine would be the cheeky drink that turns into the bottle.
Yeah.
And then
This
turns
is
into a little
it.
bit more. I don't think I'd get lost in the realm of smoking so much weed that I'm like, that I'm numb. Or do you know what though? You know what? Gambling's not a shout. It's a shout, sorry,
Yeah.
because it might actually be. You know what? The way I sometimes see how accessible it is to make a bet, I could see myself falling into just
I
another
don't know,
tenner,
you know.
just
Well,
another tenner.
But even with that, like obviously, I've placed like probably 1, maybe 2 bets in my life. Like, gambling's never been me, so
Yeah.
I feel like obviously going into depression, I don't know
I think
if
you
I
go
would
to
go
what
into
you
that.
know.
Yeah, but like for me, I feel like again, obviously, we're gonna start getting deep here, but like with like depression, I feel like I've kind of had a taste of it before, and I feel like during that time, for me, like alcohol was almost like it doesn't like things that are madness going around in my head don't matter anymore. It's almost like I'm chilling now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And there was times where I thought to myself, like, on a Tuesday morning, I'm just like, oh, let me just have a simple, like, what was it, rum and apple juice, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have to kind of think to yourself, why are you doing this?
Yeah, yeah.
And for that ease, I just thought to myself, like, if I'm in that kind of thing, if I ever get to depression states, which again, you know, you get close to when a lot of things are happening in your life and it's easy.
Yeah, I think we all have to an extent been in
Yeah.
that position. I can say
and
that.
that's the first thing that I make sure that I don't do.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I think to myself, if I do that, then that can spiral because I go gym. When I'm doing that, I don't go gym, I don't do nothing, I just sit. I'm literally just at home.
Yeah.
Like just sitting down. Do you know what I mean?
I've been in a depressive state before, as you might know. And I think for me, my go-to, and none of them made me feel better. That's the first thing. None of them made me feel better. Because even when I was doing them, I was just thinking, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you know you're not supposed to be doing this, so why you, like, it's not helping.
Yeah.
And one was drink.
Yeah.
Like, I would go through,
Keep going.
I'll go through bottles of rum and not even full frass.
Really?
I promise you, fam. I'll go through bottles of rum, yeah, and I'll just be like,
Yeah. And I'm saying wow because I've known you for so long.
Yeah.
And then to know that, because again, like you said, sorry to cut you, I know you're going to go back to what you said, but when you're in a depressive state, sometimes you end up doing things that not even your closest see you doing because you're doing it in your own bubble of your comfort.
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah,
For
go on.
us,
Sorry,
Jack
yeah.
Daniels,
Yeah.
bro, like Captain Morgan's, in fact.
Yeah.
Fam,
Captain Morgan.
Captain
listen,
Morgan, yeah. It's
I would
it's
sit
an
and
easy
I'll
drink
drink
as
it,
well,
and
yeah.
sometimes I'll drink it on ice on the rock. Sometimes I'll chase it, and I'll just be there drinking, just looking into space. Fam. You get me? Just looking into
sitting
space,
there.
just thinking, mad with the world, like mad
Yeah.
with the people that put me in this state, and I'm just thinking, I just want to kill everything. That's how you feel.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you go and pick up a draw or whatever, and
Yeah.
you just be smoking your life away, and you just be like, right, no one even knows. Like, do you know what? There's a song by A2, yeah, big up A2.
Yeah, big up A2.
It's called Clearly.
Yeah.
It's called Clearly, and there's some lyrics in that. I know he's talking about a girl in that tune, but there's some lyrics in it that kind of defined how I felt at a point, just relating it to myself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, most of the people I know are broken or something like that. I can't remember the lyrics.
I know you're talking about.
There's
It's a Bad
there's
Boy
a
song.
lyric in
Yeah.
that tune, Clearly, by A2, that was kind of mad, and I was just like, you'd have to tune on repeat. If you're drinking, you'd have the zoot in your hand, and then before you know it, you're out.
Yeah.
You're just out with your bedrons, but you're not present. You're there, but you're not present.
Yeah.
You end up doing
You're
stupidness
empty
with gal.
vessel, fam.
Do you get what I'm saying? You just end up doing stupidness with gal. After that, you come home and you're just like, oh, I got to wash, and you're washing, and then you think, I got to roll the next thing because I'm not bothered about anything. You're just sitting there, like you're just the depression. Yeah, it's like I wouldn't even say that there's a go-to vice in it. I think that anything that maybe you used to do or whatever becomes enhanced.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Becomes a lifestyle.
Almost like
becomes
I
a
don't
lifestyle.
care.
Becomes a lifestyle.
It's almost
gets
like you lack
harder
that
to come
self-love, and you're just like.
It gets harder to come out of,
Yeah.
and then you sort of spiral into the thought of. Well, if
They
this
say
doesn't-
lack of self-love, but it's a kind of a comfort as well.
It's a comfort as well. And I
It's a
maybe
comfort.
wouldn't say it's lack of self-love, because you can be depressed about things that have happened. And funny enough, I'll mention even a story. Years and years ago, around uni times even, when my cousin had passed away prior to uni, dealing with that within the family and it being a murder was difficult. And I fell into states of where, you know, you are depressed and you are trying to deal with grieving, but at the same time doing certain things that kind of get you through those moments. So I remember being even like living with Dan in second year.
Yeah.
And there's certain songs I'd listen to, and I'd be standing in the garden that we'd have, like between us all, and I'd be burning it, and you know what I mean. I'm listening to certain songs, and I always remember listening to Drake, Pound Cake, and that song used to make me just give me like goosebumps because of just it was the zone it used to put me in, and just feeling like, I don't know, just feeling like that comfort feeling that we're talking about, that depression or that trying to kind of get through a moment puts you in. And I've
Do you know what's mad? Yeah, you can be depressed, and I know a lot of people didn't know I was depressed. Innit? They knew something was wrong, but they didn't know I was depressed. But it's like you can be living amongst people, moving like everything's normal, knowing that nothing's alright. And that's the worst type of depression, bro, because it's like it's almost like you're living a double life. And you know, someone like myself, I'm trying to change it now, but I'm quite accessible to certain people. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm always giving. And then at that point in my life, it was like I'd always make sure I'm there for my brothers or my little brother, you know, that situation, or my mum or whatever. Like, I'm always make sure I'm there for other people. But it's like I didn't know how to sort of open up and say, I need help. Do you get what I'm saying? And then maybe the time that I did kind of open up, maybe to the wrong person, it made things 10 times worse.
This is it.
You see what I'm saying? It
And
made
it kinda
things 10
shuts you
times
down
worse. And
again,
it shuts you down and puts you back in the same place. And then there's certain people that's kind of maybe around you that you were there for a little bit more before you was in that state, but you just didn't know how to be there for them anymore while she was in that state. And it's like now they're a little bit mad with you. Do you know what I'm saying? And you just don't know how to kind of explain to them or let them comprehend that, bruv, like, I know that maybe I portray myself as a strong person, and maybe I am, but
right now I'm going through it.
Right now, or in that period of my time, or even now, I'm still trying to get out of that, and it's like, it's a bit mad for me right now, and you're not being a good friend to me by understanding.
And sometimes you come across people that do that, and like they don't realize that you just need that help for that moment in time because you're so used to giving.
Listen, you see when that depression lick you, you know how much times I weren't sleeping at night, and if I was waking up in cold sweat, like cold sweat, like anxiety and all of them things, like, and you're just thinking, what's going on, fam?
Even when you're asleep, your mind's not rested, your body's not rested.
Bro, I started losing my hair.
Fam.
To this day, my hair is like anyone that knows me when I was young, I'm a hairy brother, and like, my hair going to my forehead. Do you understand? Now my hair's going Marjan Boo like Vegeta, fam. Do you understand? Like, no disrespect to Lippy, because I love Lippy, I'm a fan of his, but like Lippy, like, man's hairline's going back, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? And my hairline was always strong. Do you get it? So for me, it's just, you deal with things in different ways. Even today, I went for a massage. And this is the second time I've gone for a massage, and the masseuse has been like, their mouth is on the floor because they're like I come across tense people, but not like this, and they literally tell me, like, you need whatever it is that's stressing you or that's causing you tension, you have to try and drop it, because in the long run you're doing yourself a lot of damage health-wise. Do you get what I'm saying? It's too tense.
Don't you think it's mad how something that you're taking in like subconsciously in your mind is affecting your body? Do you know what I mean? Like, you might not think that you're holding on to any of this tension or whatever, but in your body's just locked up.
It just locks it. It
just
stores
like,
it. It stores that energy, that negative,
Do you know what
tense
I mean?
energy. Yeah,
and it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Self-love
I think
is a real thing.
It's a real thing, but I think
thing.
what people also have to understand is that there's no time limit on how to get over trauma. There literally is no time limit. Some people, they can snap back. Even then, I question it at times.
Yeah.
Other people, it takes them longer. Some people, they're in it for years. Do you get what I'm saying? Which is not good. It's not
I
healthy.
question the snapback.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Every time, fam.
But it's like sometimes it takes. It's a gradual process, and what you have to understand is that you could be anywhere at any time, any place with anyone, and something could trigger it just like that.
yeah,
But then, because of the type of person you are, you have to kind of keep it together.
Yeah, rein it
You have
back
to
in.
kind of- do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Do you get me? I have a dear friend of mine, yeah. He's a dear friend of mine, but we haven't spoken in a little while. Maybe probably about 3 weeks ago. And this is someone that I hold close to me, but it's like I can't tell him certain things because we're not from the same sort of background.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like he wouldn't possibly be able to sort of comprehend some of the things I'm going through.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one time we went for dinner, right, after work, just to catch up and whatnot briefly. And we were walking down Brixton Hill going home and that. And this guy, like, he was basically like, I'm not gonna say begging, I'm not gonna treat him like that, but he was basically asking me, look, just open up a bit more, innit? Like, open up a bit more, like, because I want to be a better friend to you.
Yeah.
I want to be like you, man. Because he knows about you, man. And I want to be like you, man. I want to, like, be closer.
Yeah.
I'm like, Tim, look, like, we're good as it is. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think it will get closer because already our backgrounds are a bit different. So you're not going to understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
And I also don't want to alter your state of mind to a certain way.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I don't want to put that on you because it's already heavy for me that knows what's going on.
Yeah.
God knows what it will do to you. Do you get me?
yeah.
So anyways, this guy was just talking to the point where I said, all right, let me open up just a little bit. Yeah. And as soon as I started opening up and I said, look, in order to understand where I'm coming from, just imagine XYZ. I'm not going to say how he reacted.
Yeah.
But the way he reacted and sort of shut it down, it really upset me.
Yeah.
Now, when I say it upset
like,
me,
this is what
he
you're
has
asking
no
for.
idea how much it upset me.
the way he wasn't receptive to it.
No, he shut it. He didn't even want to understand where I was coming from by imagining what I was saying.
I hate when that happens.
No.
you know?
It's not his fault because
It's
not
not,
his fault. It's
but-
not his fault because he's from a different background.
Yeah, but
No,
when
no,
someone
honestly.
when someone asks you to open up and then you do, and then they don't aren't
it's not
receptive
his
to
fault.
it.
It's not his fault.
Yeah,
It's not his
yeah,
fault. I'm
fair.
telling you, it's not his
Yeah,
fault.
calm.
It's just how he processes things. He processes things differently to other people. Do you understand? But for me, he hasn't got a Scooby. How much that affected me.
Yeah.
And at first I said, you know what? I let him know I knew this would happen, first and foremost, which is why I didn't want to say
Let
anything.
you into that
Do you get what
world.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Let you
yeah.
into that part of my world
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you've got no reason to be in that part of my world.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And then secondly, I was just like, you know what? It's okay.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, on reflection, I think, you know what? That affected me more than I thought it did because this is someone who I feel that I'm close with or I'm there for them
Yeah.
when they need me. I might not have been there for them at times when they needed me because I was in my own state.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm there for them.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I've taken time off work to be with them when they've needed me at times. Do you
Yeah.
get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
Yeah.
for me, it's like, if something is not the norm and I'm not responding to you a certain way,
Yeah.
it's like you should know something's up. Do you get what I'm saying? Or something's happening. Which he did. And he made the necessary phone calls and that. But sometimes you can't speed things up to how you want them to be. You have to let people have time.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
100.
But, you know, I just feel like stuff like that can put you back in a certain state.
Yeah. Yep.
And people don't even have a clue that they've done that.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
of the type of person that they view you to be.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think when you're in that kind of state, you have to be very sort of selective who you let in to that circle.
Yeah. Do you know?
you get what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Do you know what? Even I was gonna say like there's been times where like I feel like sometimes I'm very closed off and I try to open myself up to not to more people, but there's some people that I know are close to me, but for some reason I just can't allow you to know me that way or know what, you know, like, you just can't know me that way. Do you know what I mean? Because one time I've opened myself up to the wrong person and it's gone left, and now that's every time I need to open up to someone, that's on my mind. Do you know what I mean? So like, even like sometimes even like at work, obviously, you know, work colleagues are your work colleagues.
Yeah, of course.
But for me, sometimes there are some people that I would consider brothers and sisters.
Yeah, of course.
But again, there's some things that I won't discuss with them because I just can't. I can't make that.
Know them that well as well.
But yeah, it's true. It is true. But there are some that I do actually consider, you know, brothers and sisters. But I just, there's something with me. It's something within me that tells me
I understand.
I can't do that because last time I did that, this happened. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's like, I feel like sometimes the more someone opens up to you, the easier it is for you to open up to them as well.
That's true.
Considering the circumstances.
That's true.
Do you get what I'm saying? If someone opens up to you about something that's not as heavy as what is in your life, it's harder for you to open back up about the heavy stuff in your life. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they just don't. It's too it's their worlds apart.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? But I just think it's down to the people that you got around you and making the right decision of who to speak to and who not to speak to. Because that's important.
100.
It's important. But yeah, now we ended on a deep thing.
But yeah, anyway,
it's a mad
listen,
thing.
we'll bring the spirits back up. And well, yeah, you come to the end of episode
29.
That's it. And
29.
I hope everyone listened to this.
I hope everyone enjoyed that last segment because obviously some like get a little bit deep, but you know, like,
but you know, it's just us sharing our wisdom and
all of that.
That's it.
And if you're struggling with anything, just DM
DM. Come on and talk about your struggles, man.
You understand?
This here is therapy.
It's
therapy here.
You know what I mean? That's it.
Everyone needs someone to talk to.
That's it.
Everyone needs someone.
100.
Everyone needs
That's my
100.
philosophy.
100.
But yeah, you've been here with Aaron. Aaron. Aaron.
You've been here with a man like Schultz, the one and only.
Like DCB, aka Chargy D, aka Angleman Dan. Under the sycamore tree.
Yes.
That's already.
Yes.
Bless up.
Lovely. We out.
Yeah, just hold on. So, actually, I'll do it.
Clap.
Yeah,
Bro, I beg you something, bro. Am I moving mad?
Yeah. You trying to run it now?
Not yet.
I've had some of the best nights there, fam. Yeah. And you know, it's always been a raincoat night. And the raincoat, you know, drinking, no matter what you drink, it's always different.
Go to the toilet as well,
Yeah.
Sean. Sorry,
You
bro.
alright, fam?
I'm broken the sill.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell.